Welcome to this new episode of The Disabled Life. The purpose of this podcast is to tell people how I live my life. The name I'm using on the podcast now is The Disabled Guy, because I felt that you needed to hear something as opposed to just my voice there. I'm a disabled male living in Florida with cerebral palsy. I'm here to tell you how I live my life and some of the volunteer work that I do and how I manage to do it with cerebral palsy. Without further ado, let's go into the episode. What I'm going to talk to you about today is something different. Okay, normally I like to record before my release date. My release dates now are the following. The following release dates are Wednesday and Saturday. Today is Wednesday. I release at 10 p.m. on both those days. I normally don't like to record and release on the same day because it takes editing. Now, a lot of editing time. I've done so this time because I've been sick. I have been sick because of a stomach virus. I didn't know it was a stomach virus at the time because I've had issues before where I eat something and then I get sick because of my weak stomach. So I thought that would happen. This has been since Sunday. Today I've been eating soups, etc. Today, it's Wednesday, as you say, to 10. Oh, wait a second, what's the time? And today is Wednesday, 3:02 p.m. Okay, at this point, I'm still sick. If it would have been just a regular virus, I would have been okay with that. I would have been okay by now. I mean, regular stomach sickness, not virus. I would have been okay right now, but no, I'm still feeling sick. I just got a few minutes ago. I ate some soup, almond flour tortilla, and noodles. That's all I ate. The noodles were in soup, and it was chicken soup. And I feel like I ate a dinner plate. I don't know why. I don't know. This is terrible. This is something that I don't know what's going on. So, but what I'm saying is just be patient with it. And also I'm going to say this, that's why the recording was late today. Normally don't like to record on this day. But now what I was going to talk to you about is something a little bit different. Now, parents and caregivers, this one is for older people and adults, older teenagers and adults that have a disability. Understand sometimes that parents, I say, and or caregivers, aunts, uncles, whatever, sometimes want to overprotect us because they think that they're doing what they should be doing. But sometimes it is not proper to do that because we don't learn from it. That was happening to me. It was actually a parent of mine that was doing that unintentionally or intentionally. I can't say what it is, but that is something that they shouldn't do because we learn. When you become a teenager, when you build friendships as a teenager, you learn how to deal with people and etc. Deal with girls, deal with men, whatever. Anyway, so men or women there. So then, when you become an adult, you already know how to do this. But if you end up overprotected like I was, you learn that late in life. You may lose friends. You have problems because you think you're doing the right thing, but then you don't. You're not. You don't, you're not. So, let me say, it is not right. I understand what they try to do. I understand that some people, some disabilities are have a mental component to them. What I mean by a mental component is mental age component. So sometimes they are not able to do what we do. For example, with cerebral palsy, I have a brain injury, but that does not fall into a cognitive problem. It's it's a disability where I use a wheelchair for distance, and I walk with a walker. And my left side is a little bit more affected than my right side. So it's something that I know how to deal with that part of it. But if you overprotect your teenager or older adult, try to overhelp them deal with life, sometimes it doesn't work. That was happening to me. I don't know. It's something that parents do because they think they're doing the right thing. It is not correct. So please, just be patient with them. Be patient with them sometimes because they don't know. Let me give you an example. Latin parents. I'm of Latin descent. I was born in New York, but I'm of Latin parents. So they they sometimes do things to us, and then you might accidentally go ahead and go and talk to them about stuff that you shouldn't. So my feeling is this. It is not right for them to do what they do, but sometimes they don't know the let me say the implications of what they're doing. I've learned how to avoid those pitfalls, but it's taken me a while. It's hard because people don't understand sometimes that we don't know how to deal with things because our parents do things that they think are good. They think are right. They honestly do. But I say sometimes, for example, I'll give you one example. I was talking to someone, and my parent, I'm not going to say who, my parent decided, okay, no, told me that I was bothering that person. I think I wouldn't, because that person I was talking to didn't understand the dynamic that we had. So what she did is she did this, told the person this, and then I said, and then I know I wasn't doing anything because I was just casually talking to her. But I had to quit talking to her because there was a problem. Because I knew already that if I continued this person would constantly talk and wonder and stress out about it and make my life make a big problem in my life. I didn't want to do this. So it's something that I said, okay, it's tough. It was tough, but I stopped that relationship because I felt that was what I needed to do. So this thing that was happening would not happen again. I'm not going to mention names, who and what. But man, that was difficult. That happened to me a number of times. So I said, okay, no. So then finally I stopped the situation. I stopped it by saying, I'm not doing that anymore. Because, so I stopped that relationship. I'm starting this weekend. I want to rekindle another one. But I'm going to be careful with it and not let this happen again. So, just be careful. It's even worse when it's an opposite sex relationship, because that's when they think things happen, or there's times where people ask you things and you tell them things and then they get angry because they believe the parent. That one was another one that happened to me. Okay. I told somebody something because they asked me and they go no. And then they turned right around and said, you're lying, you're wrong. That person is not like that. And I go, no. And you know what? It caused a problem because when they ask a question and we answer truthfully and they don't believe it, there's a problem there. But to each his own, you see? To each his own. I don't agree with a lot of things that they do and people think, but what can I do? I just gotta let people think. I just gotta let people think what they want to think sometimes and just let it go. In closing, let me say thank you for listening to this episode of The Disabled Life. You can follow me on the following platforms. You can follow me at Good Pods. You can leave comments, messages there. You can also follow me on Twitter at The Disabled Guy. And you can also listen to me on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, and many others. Once again, thank you for listening, and I'll also give you my email. My email is Kilo Echo 4 Kilo Echo Yankee or KE4KEY at gmail.com. Once again, thank you, and thank you for your support. And I'll see you next week. To add something to that closing,